Hello, Melanie here with Christian Craft Paper. I am jumping on tonight because I did say that I was going to jump on early in the week because we have a couple new kits that just dropped this week. I think we had like 3 or 4 new kits that dropped. So I kind of silently dropped them and added them to the store. And then there's a few of you all who are so on top of things that you're already ordering them. And I don't even have the tutorial done yet. So here we are to jump on and do the tutorial so I can record it tonight. I just want to make sure that everything is showing up here. Yep, and we have sound, so we're good to go. So I'm going to jump in tonight and I'm going to share the palette tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. So if you have not seen it in the store, it is our Faith-Filled Fall Rub-On Transfer palette kit. So not only do you get the rub-on transfer set, but you also get the palette sign as well. So you don't get all of these. You're gonna get the For I Know, The Plans I Have for You, Lord, Jeremiah 29:11 vinyl sticker. Then we also have one of the little butterfly buttons. These are varied, so you could get different colors. There's all different colors that we have, so it's just a mystery one. So you may get, I'm not even putting them over where you can see. There's all different colored ones that you could get in your kit, but I'll have one of those. And then you're gonna get one, you'll get our 6x6 palette sign. So this is already whitewashed and ready to go. And not only does it hang if you want it to hang, but you can also, it's freestanding. So if you wanted to take the jute off of it and just have it as a freestanding sign, you could do that as well. You could also use it as a shadow box if you removed the jute again, and then this piece just comes off. Again, I still don't have a screwdriver in here. I need to get a little screwdriver, but this comes off as well. So you could actually use this as a shadow box as well. It's smaller. The inside is smaller than our normal shadow box, so just keep that in mind. This is probably like a maybe 4.5 by 4.5, and our other shadow box is, I want to say it's like 7 inches or something. It could be 6x6, but this is the inside of this is smaller than our shadow box. I do know that. So you have either side that you can do there. And then you're going to get one of the mystery framing pieces that comes with it. So these are all the different shapes that we have. So this one, you could go either use it this way or use it that way. There's a circle, there's a rectangle, and then there's a square. So it's a mystery. You're just going to get one of those, and then you'll get the rub-on transfers. So before we get started here, I am going to clean my mat. I have not cleaned my mat in a minute here. We just got notification that they're going to begin production on our brand new mat. So the new mat that we have coming out actually has a Bible verse on it. And I guess there's a holiday going on right now in China. I didn't know. It's like their Labor Day or something. So they had the last 3 days off. So they told me that they're going to start production when they get back on Monday. And so in the next few months here, we will have a brand new mat. And let me know in the comments, those of you that have the mat or that love the mat, Dixie says hi. Let me know if you would be interested in pre-ordering, because typically we do not release we don't open the mat for sale until it's actually here. But I was thinking, because they are sending me, as soon as they're done, they're going to send me the samples early. And I was thinking I might go ahead and open it for pre-order this time so that you can order it ahead of time. And then as soon as it gets here, it would ship. So you'd be sure to have one, because the way it lines up, what are we in May right now? June, July. It will probably be like July or August when we get them. And I know people are going to be getting ready for Christmas shopping and the gift giving season. So let me know if you guys would want to do a pre-order. If not, we can just wait and release them when they actually get here like we normally do. But this mat, I think I kind of gave a sneak peek before. It's going to be the exact same mat, but this part is going to have a Bible verse. I'm going to leave that a surprise, but it's going to be in pink, and then the lettering is going to be in white. So I will give you those 2 hints. But it is a partnership that we're doing with Heidi from DIY Dreaming. So I'm super excited to be able to share that mat. But let's break out our project today. Let me know how your Friday's going. Ours has been kind of funky here. It's been nonstop. I had a crazy experience with my eye doctor today. So I have one contact in. That's what they have me doing now, is one contact. And she sent me home last time with 2 contacts. I had one contact for like a whole year because I had LASIK, and then I'm getting older now, so my vision's going. And but I guess it's going faster in one eye than the other. So for like a whole year I had one contact, and then I got where I just wasn't wearing the contact very often. And so a few months ago, probably, I like went to stick the contact in, and it like just wasn't working at all. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is worse. And so for someone that's had vision issues my whole life, I just thought like my vision had just gone so far that I needed a new prescription. So I go in there, she gives me 2 different contacts, and then I totally did that thing like when you go to the hairdresser and they cut your hair some crazy style that you didn't ask for, and they're like, oh, do you love it? Do you like it? And I'm like, oh, I love it. And then you like go to your car and cry. She's asking me how the contacts were, and she spent like so much time like fixing them and getting them. I'm like, oh, they're great. I'm sure this is great. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, now that I have 2 contacts instead of 1, like maybe I have to get used to it. Meanwhile, I'm like getting dizzy walking out of Target because I'm like, this is so bad. I had to drive home, still so freaking dizzy. And so I get home, I immediately take the contacts out, and I'm like, I can't do this. And then I waited like 2 or 3 weeks to call them and be like, I need another appointment because they didn't work for me. And I totally told her that's what I did, that I did one of those things where I lied when I left. They still weren't, I couldn't see, and I left anyway. So the funniest part about all that though is she's like, okay, well, let's try this one. You need to put it in your left eye. And I was like, wait, what do you mean I need to put it in my left eye? And she's all, it's gonna go in your left eye. And I'm all, I thought I was supposed to put it in my right eye. So the second part of that funny story is I wasn't even putting the contact in the right eye. That's why they weren't working. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous, I tell you. But we'll get back to the project. So here is, I'm just gonna take one of these, hey Cindy, I'm gonna take one of these frames, and I'm gonna kind of show you some different ideas that you could use for this particular frame. So things that I've grabbed my blending brush. These are now on the site. I see you guys are already buying them up. And I think I am just gonna use the Dixie Belle Best Dang Wax is what I have. I think I'm gonna use that to paint. Instead of painting this, I'm gonna use the wax to do it, because this is a kind of a gray and whitewash. And so I don't wanna use the brown wax. And I think a black, like you could paint this a solid color would be fine. But I'm just gonna use kind of the rustic look. But what I'm doing is I'm going through here to see, because we have all these different transfers that would work with this. Again, this is kind of a fall themed project, and I know we're in summer, but I was just trying to get them ready for everybody to have, and then y'all started buying them. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue with that. Let me see. I'm just trying to see which one of these I want to fit in here. This one has a little bit more forgiving in the design because it doesn't have a square around it. So that would be, if you get one of the smaller ones, this one would be a good fit if you wanted something that filled the whole frame. So that would be a good one. If you get a bigger frame with your order, then, you know, we can look at using one of these. And because there's transfers, you can just cut out if you don't want the whole, if you don't want this part showing around your design type deal. This is another one that you could do very easily in the smaller frame. Again, you would just cut this out because this is, the white part isn't going to show. It's all going to be just clear. This one, again, this one would fit good too, because again, all this wording is just going to be clear. So just kind of giving you some different ideas of what you could do depending on what frame you have. So if you get one of the larger frames that's either the circle or the square, then they're going to fit really well with the biggest design on there. But if you get one of the smaller ones, you'll kind of have to play around with the littler designs, or you can cut out the different words and things that you want in that design. I think I am going to just use the larger one, I think, just to kind of see how it looks. So I think that's the one I'm going to do. Again, with your kit, you're just going to get one. It's going to be a mystery. Which one you get. I'll just do this one for the example because in the image of the main image of the craft, this is the one that I show. So the tag, just easily, you can just rip it right off. There really isn't any prep that you need to do with that unless you wanted to age it up further. So as far as prep, I'm just going to work on getting my frame aged up here. And I'm going to grab a paper plate. Cindy, what are you up to this evening? You're just chilling. I have the girls got me onto that. Girls usually they work Friday night and Saturday night, and they have, you know, events because it's like coming down to the end of school, and so they both ended up wanting to work. Hey Wendy, they both ended up wanting to work yesterday. No, yeah, yesterday evening. They were so funny in there. So they're one of them is like a Dance Moms junkie. I don't know if you guys watch the Dance Moms. But so they had the reunion that was coming on. I don't know what day this week it aired, but it aired. And like back in the day, we used to watch the Dance Moms too, because it's great TV drama, reality TV. And so they're all catching up on the Dance Mom reunion. So last night I had to go find it on Hulu so that I could watch the Dance Moms reunion. And it was crazy because back when we watched that, those girls were like 6 or 7. And now they're all like in college and old enough to drink and stuff. It's just crazy because I feel like, you know, they grew up in front of us, which they did. All right, so I'm just dabbing a little bit in there and just kind of working around this frame. I am going with the grain on this. Let me see. Cindy said that she just cleaned up supper. See how, look how good I figured out how to use this text. I still need to do that, Cindy. We haven't even got food. We just did the kid pickup. And then I have so many packages to drop off, you guys. Oh my gosh. So the kids are all coming out. So everyone's kids are shipping right now. And then we've had a ton of orders, which is amazing and awesome. So Lish was here earlier getting all those ready. And so I think when I dropped off at the post office, we had 140 orders. Like my whole car was packed. It was like Santa's sleigh. So I got those all headed out. So if you got shipping notification either last night, because the girls were working on orders last night, or today, they just got dropped off just a little bit ago. So they should be headed. Okay, so I'm just doing a light coat on this, and you can build this as you go. This is only my second time using this wax, so I haven't played with it a ton. I'm just trying to get rid of that kind of yellow wood look. And you could also paint this and then do the edging to it, to do the wax to it as well. Wendy, what are you up to this evening? I know you got a lot to work on because I've seen your orders. You and Brenda. Brenda, we had an order and we got it all packed, and then she ordered again. I had to get it all packed again so we could ship it together. So I know you guys are seeing stuff and getting excited, and you've got lots of stuff to work on. So I'm excited to see what everyone does, especially with these new kits. So like I said, I put them on the website. We just kind of quietly put them up there because basically I've taken stuff that we have and just created new kits with it to see if people want to work on different projects. Maybe not everybody wants to decoupage. Maybe they would just want to do a quick rub-on transfer. They're a little bit easier for the beginner. Winnie said she opened up all her orders yesterday, put everything away. She didn't realize she ordered so much. It's okay, Wendy. We don't mind. We've got Nona popping in. Hello, Nona. We're just saying what everyone was up to, what they're doing. Wendy had a great question. This is the Dixie Belle, the best dang wax. So I actually ordered this directly from the Dixie Belle site. When you order it on Amazon, it's like $30 or something. But when you order it directly through Dixie Belle, it was, I think it was only like $13 or $14, and then they charged me like, you know, $5, $6, $7 shipping. So it wasn't bad. So it's definitely cheaper if you order it directly through Dixie Belle than Amazon. Oh, Wendy brings a good point. Thank you, Wendy, because I forgot to let the club members know. All of the club members, check your email today because the bonus half night supply list just went out. We are doing the artist trading cards, and you can use supplies that you have yourself if you want to, but we put together hymnal themed artist trading card kits. So it has the cards and a whole bunch of little stuff that you can use to do the artist trading cards. So check your email on that. I think we made 20 some odd kits, so they are limited, first come first serve, and they have actual hymnal sheets in there, so it's actual hymnals that we are able to use. I have a ton that I've just gotten over the last little bit. We've never put them in anything. We should probably try and put them in, I should probably put them in the kits one month. That would be fun. All right, I'm just cutting the corners. You don't have to. Basically with the rub-on transfers, you're just gonna cut around the design that you want. The only part that's gonna stick is the actual part that has the paint or the color. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to like cut exactly around the design or anything like that, because that part's just all gonna come back up. All right, so here's my frame. This is just with one coat of wax, so I think it's aged it good enough that it doesn't. I kind of wanted like 2 different colors. If we wanted to, we could go in and do another coat of wax. You could also just paint this black or white or whatever color you would want to offset your frame. All right, so I'm just gonna peel this off. And again, if you haven't watched before, you just make sure that you don't touch anywhere where the design is, because you can see this is all one big design. And the ones like this are easier to place or easier to work with because you don't have individual letters you're trying to work into the project. I'm just going to bring this a little forward here. And I just want to try and get that as centered as I can. I don't think I have my knife in here. I was thinking another reason. I might be able to use the rub-on transfer. So the kit actually comes with this this transfer tool here. I have a bunch out here. The kit actually comes with this transfer tool, which you can definitely use this, which this is probably the right tool for this type of project. So you're just going to go through and rub through all of the design. And then we're going to carefully lift up the edges when we decide to start peeling. So you just want to make sure that you're not peeling faster than it's attached. So you can see that I'm starting to lift it here. And again, these larger ones are so much easier. Like if you're just starting, than using the ones that are just words. Because on the word ones, each of those words, like if we're using like this one, each of these letters is going to come off the sticker individually. So you have to really make sure they're rubbed down, or when you pull it off, like the edge of your R is going to be like wonky. Just making sure that I'm not missing any of that. So just know if you're a newbie to the rub-on transfers, these big ones that are all one design are the easiest to start with. And I did have a question on Facebook today. Someone had asked if you could use the rub-on transfers on top of resin. And yes, they should work on resin quite easily because they work on glass, wood, plastic, metal, paper, obviously. The only thing that I have had issues with them is on the wax candles that we used to carry. The candles we have now don't actually have wax on the outside, it's simulated wax, so they would work well on that. Miss Dixie, what are you doing? I think she's like hiding her bone in the pillow and then trying to dig it out. So I kind of envisioned this project is there's so many different things you could do because you have the whole transfer set. So really your sign could look, it's gonna look so unique. Dixie, shh. Oh, nice. I tell you, she has her sassy pants on today. You hear her talking back, you're my witness. All right, this is just coming off really nicely. Just like that. All right, so we have it on here, just like that. Now I was trying to look if I have, ideally, you could leave it just like that. When I do the palette signs, I actually like to have the palette line in there. Okay, so this is just like a regular box cutter. Some of them look like this and some of them look different. The reason I want to use a box cutter and not my scissors is because this blade is thick. This is like a super thin blade. So I'm gonna come in through here and I just want to follow this line down. Oh my gosh, Nikki, stop. So naughty. I'm just gonna, okay, hold on. What's your issue? What's your issue? Did you want to say hi? Did you want to say hi? Oh, someone made a sad face. Are you sad because Dixie's barking? There you go. So we're gonna come through here and I'm just gonna push down. And if you just follow this line, it's just gonna gently push down and you can see how it just cut right through that. So then, hold on, sweetie. All right, I'm probably gonna have to go let her out. 1 second. All right, husband to the rescue, we're good. She wants attention too, I know, probably. She's like, you've been on that computer all day. Okay, so with the palette knife, or with the box cutter, I'm not gonna mess with it anymore because dragging this was pulling the design. So I'm just gonna leave it right like that, and then you can see that that's how you're gonna get like the nice little palette sign in it. So this is gonna look like it's kind of painted on there. So I'm just gonna take the knife and then do the next one too. When I do the decoupage, or whether it's rice paper or the napkin, you can go through and do the same thing. Just make sure that it's dry. Did I make you all nervous with this knife? It cuts really nice. And it's not dragging the design. But do make sure that you have a sharp one. There we go. Oh, I just love how that looks. Okay, so from there, then the next thing that we can do is put our little frame over here, or you could completely leave it like this. Like, this is adorable. You could totally just leave it like just like this. But to use everything in the kit, I'm going to go ahead and put the little sign here on here. And I'm just going to put some glue in the corners. Oh geez, that one. I got to get used to this glue gun because it like doesn't come out and then it does come out. And it smells like it's burning still. I'm getting used to it. So we just have that on there. And then I can go through with my little butterfly, and I could put the butterfly inside it. I'm just going to kind of put it off to the little side here, so it's overlapping. That's kind of where there was a butterfly that I covered up anyway. And that's seriously how easy this kit is, because we're not having to paint a lot, we're not having to do a lot of detail. Like this kit would make it a fantastic gift, especially if you have someone that's newer to crafting. I know we have a couple women that buy for their grandkids. This would be a great kit for that too, because pretty much you just need hot glue and then whatever paint or wax you want to use for this particular design. So I'll put it here so you can see how it would look hung up. And then of course it's freestanding, the freestanding sign as well. So if you just wanted to put it as a shelf sitter, it could sit there as well. So that's how simple that this project is. Raise your hand if you think you could do this, because so simple, adorable, perfect sign. I did this design because this could be, even though the kit is fall, this is almost like a spring design. So I can put this up right now and it's going to be absolutely adorable. You could gift this to somebody just like this. You could resell this. I know we have a lot of ladies that make the items and then resell them. And then you still have all of these other transfers to work with on other projects. So if you haven't got the fall transfers, or even if you have, this kit is just got so many options. And I can't wait to see how your different blocks look, because everybody has a different vision for what they can do. You know, everyone's going to get a different frame. They're going to use different graphics out of it. I love this. Wendy says it's pretty. She says, I can even do this project. So yes, this is a great confidence builder. I love what Cindy said here. Turned out amazing, quick and simple. Exactly. Maybe you don't have a whole lot of time. I mean, we look at this tutorial, I think I started just a little bit before 5. So, you know, and that was me telling the story for like 10 minutes. So this is something that you could do super quick, super easy. Anyone can do it, but these are available on the site now. So grab them while you can. This will be the end of the fall transfers in this design. So if you like the Bless the Lord design, which is this one, and then this was the bottom of it, and then it comes with the teal and checkered, black and white checkered pumpkins, and then also the other fall things. There's this, I'm showing it to you upside down. There's the His Grace is Enough one. I've seen this used on a card. I know someone else did this one on a card, and then they used a graphic next to it, and it was gorgeous. You've got the whole, you've got the hymn here. Jesus is tenderly calling thee home today. So this is Jesus is calling on an actual, just a little card here you could use for something. Nona says it's so pretty. Thank you, Nona. And then you have also the wording. So what I like to do with these not older, but the first designs that I designed, what I did was we did the whole design with the wording in it, and then we took out just the wording part of it. So if you wanted to use just the words and you didn't want the background, that you have that graphic as well to do. And then we also did it, rejoice in the Lord, O you righteous, and give thanks to his holy name. So that's another word block that you could use in something. And then I will praise God's name in song. So this was another fall verse that we had. And then you can add you have the leaf graphics that you can add. You've got the butterfly. Like I could have taken the butterfly and layered it right over this transfer as well. So you can layer them. You're like, oh, I like this transfer, but then I want to add this butterfly, or I want to add these leaves. You can layer the transfers on top of each other too. So it can all work together. And Cindy says, really nice. Cindy, I still owe you those extra scripture sprinkles cards. So I'm waiting to see when you order next, and I'm putting them in your order. So I keep looking. So give me a heads up when you order so I can get those to you, because I know we owe them from your package. And then we have the enter his gates with thanksgiving and praise. Again, there's some fall flowers here. So there's a lot that you can do with. These are little great, would be great on the magnets. If you've gotten the magnets, you could use these for the magnets. And then this is the Jesus is calling scripture. Again, these would be great in cards, all kinds of things. But you have so many different things that you can choose from to make your sign.